Hello, welcome back to the Wobbegong crew.
We are watered and ready to roll.
Yeah, we've just taken a job from Ulf, or at least Ulf's second Havid, to go bring some ghosts into the city. Should be no problem.
Yeah.
Skovland are war heroes. I forget. I mean, I should know this, but Charming is Skovland as well, right?
No, Charming is Descavali.
Oh,
100%.
he's Akarosi. Okay, yeah. So you're not a traitor to your people like Maud is. Great.
Right. No, I fought in the war, and I pretty much it's one of the main reasons why he's so disillusioned right now is for A, to keep this boy safe, and that didn't work, and B, because I'm from Duskaval, I'm defending my city, and man, did I realize real quick it wasn't about that at all.
Nah.
At all.
Never was.
Nice.
Emperor just wanted more toys in his toy chest. Alrighty. Cool. So we have to pick a plan and a detail for this job.
Assault.
This is an interesting one because I've never quite known how to handle these myself as GMing. So fun for you,
Right?
Judd. But I feel like this is a transport plan.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Totally.
sound like the ghosts are particularly hard to get. They want to come. We don't have to coerce them. I mean, we might have to coerce them, but they're not fighting us necessarily. Where we're taking them to is ready. It's just getting them there. So
It's an actual smuggling job.
yeah. So the thing you need to know on a transport plan is your route, and I'm gonna pop up a map so everyone can see. The Blackjack is in Brightstone. And last time we came up through this area, these little islands, because they're kind of choppy and they're like the current is kind of choppy in there, and people don't like going through them. But also, that's like where smugglers' coves are, and that's where we ran into those blue coats in the hive before. So I think we could go through that route again, or we could skirt right along the edge of the coast and just kind of hop through the lightning tower and immediately pop into the Lost District, which is right there on the right. What do you think, Jay?
Well, in the straits over there by the North Hook Channel, we did leave a ship full of dead men. That probably won't be a big deal.
They weren't dead when we left them. They just died shortly after.
Yeah. What's our eventual target? Where are we going?
The Lost District, somewhere. Does he tell us where?
Up there.
In here?
Yeah, he says,
It's big.
yeah, the building, there's like 1, 2, 3 buildings. So it's like the actually, you know what? It's the building closest to the lightning tower.
Oh, okay. Because they're waiting to get brought in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so it looks like there's a little bit of an inlet right over there. What's the button you guys are hitting to get the
You just
ping?
click and hold.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
the
like
longer
right
you
there.
hold, the bigger it'll get. Yeah.
Yep.
I
I
still-
see the inlet.
I still think going through the little channel is going to be where we're going to get the least inspection. I think it's where we're going to be able to get through with the fewest, least visibility. But it doesn't mean a much longer route. Or we just pop through. The Blackjack has we've established that has a little lightning barrier. It can go through or it has a lightning arrestor on the front of it.
Right. So we've done it before.
Yep.
I mean, it's a tough little ship.
Yeah.
Cool. So you can conceal 2 items, or your 2 items are carried perfectly concealed. So that could be the ghost. So it would just leave 1 ghost in the open, right?
I am. Well, we can each. Concealed that's our rigging is we can conceal 2 items of our load, like weapons or armor or whatnot, hidden. But in terms of ghosts, Yeah, I was thinking we could each hold one in us because of spirit passage, because of ghost passage, and I can put another one in a spirit bottle.
Cool.
So that protects all of them.
Where were we bringing the ghosts to?
Someplace in the docks, I think. The Hooded Fox.
Yep.
Yeah.
So is that like were we thinking like down this way or like over here?
Yeah,
Or
I think we come in. I think we come in, park the blackjack, and walk them over. I don't think there's no. The blackjack itself doesn't need to be involved in the delivery.
well, where exactly on the docks are we delivering?
Jed, you want to tell us where the Hooded Fox is?
Yeah. The Hooded Fox is kind of right over here.
Okay, that's right by the water.
Yeah.
I would like to stay on the boat as long as possible, given just the amount of benefits we get from it. We could take our cohort with us too.
Yeah.
That would be give us Kyle, our cohort, the boat, us two.
During downtime, our cohorts heal. So I think the boat we can patch it up, unless did that happen before? It happened as our entanglement, right? Was that we got it beaten a crap. So, Judd, are you any issue with us? You see any problem with us fixing the blackjack back up before we take her out?
No.
Cool. All right, then I'm gonna mark.
It's a tier 2 boat.
There's a tier 2 boat. Yep. No, it's a.
It's our tier +1.
Yeah. You're right. Create one of your vehicles as a cohort, right? And it's nimble and sturdy, and distinct and finicky.
Yeah, it needs Kyle to work on it to make it work right.
Yeah. I don't think we need to bring our new gang of thugs on this. I don't know that they would do a whole lot out in the Deathlands. I think they would just be like more liability, honestly, if there's a ton of other ghosts out there.
Well, they don't have to worry about getting possessed.
That's true.
And if we do need them, I think like having a condom or a gun, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Yeah, but that means they're not watching our warehouse. I mean, they're not.
That's true. It's very true. They would leave the kids unguarded. Very good point.
Yeah. I think we can pull this one without them. I don't think we need muscle. Yeah.
Thank you, mate. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think you've got all we need. Charming is tough enough for all of them outside the city.
So we're just going from point A to point B?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. But we still need to decide if we're going to curb along the edge, if our route is going to take us as close as we can to the lightning barriers, or if we want to go through that little sort of smuggler's cove where there's less likely to be inspections, but more distance and.
You're talking from here to like here,
Mm-hmm.
and then down to here.
Yep. I think it's worth it to go through that little inlet.
Okay.
Cool.
What's this this little span here? Is that a bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bridge.
That's Bowmore Bridge.
Okay.
We can go under it.
Okay. Going by it all scares the crap out of me. Okay. All right.
Going by it at all scares crap out of you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's that or Dock and Brightstone.
Or we could take this little canal through here. Make a turn over here.
Yeah.
Come around here and
That's the circuitous route. For sure.
to there. I don't know.
Nah, I say we go on the bridge. We'll be fine. There's nobody checking us on the way there. They could shoot us down, but
Yeah. Okay. Cool. It's a sturdy ship. We'll be fine.
yep. All right, Judd, is that enough of a route for you for us to make an
Yeah.
engagement roll? Cool.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Should we tally those engagement dice?
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on.
You want me to pull it up?
I got it.
Cool. I want a drawing tool with Roll20. I know it exists. I'm just not saying it. Freehand. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so the route, as I see it, is first blue
Oh, nice. Yeah.
and then red. Blue is the trip out, red is the trip back.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. So what's our questions?
Is the operation particularly bold or daring?
I think any operation going on in the Deathlands is fucking bold and daring. Is my
Yep, I
particular
agree.
opinion about that.
I agree. Take 1D. Is the operation overly complex or contingent on many factors? I think it's one of those jobs that seems simple.
Yep.
So I'm going to say that it doesn't need a -D. Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? No, not really. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation? Or are any enemies or rivals interfering in this operation? No.
Yeah, I'm not feeling.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. What's up?
I was just thinking that the weakness thing, I mean, like putting people in other people's ghosts and getting them through the lightning shield would be exploiting a weakness of the lightning shield, right?
That's true. All right. I'll give you that.
Oh,
Cool.
that's true.
Take an extra D.
Because we have basically the thing that they need, which is the ability to traffic to carry ghosts safely. Yeah.
So that gives us 2 dice.
Yeah.
3.
3 dice total.
Bold, one to start, one because it's bold, and one because we have the skills.
Yeah.
Cool. I will roll if you don't mind.
Not at all. Go for it. Nice.
Oh my goodness, a 6. I got a 6.
Look at that.
I'm gonna mark that on my calendar. Jason got a 6 in one of these games. Woohoo!
Nice. This day will be celebrated as a holiday. 7th of January.
Oh, didn't you fuck up?
Smuggler's Day.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, I mean there are nasty winter winds coming down the channel, but you navigate you guys. I imagine it's you guys and Kyle, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you guys navigate it just fine. You make dock. I think the only problem that the first problem you get to, but you get to it like basically Kyle says, "I'll stay with the boat," because I think that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And you guys jump into the building, and there is
And like the Deathlands are like not a hospitable place. I mean, beyond ghosts and whatnot, they're like not a hospitable place. So
Yeah.
we're also like geared up. I'm gonna say my load is heavy. Well, no, probably
Right.
don't want heavy load because we have to smuggle. I'm gonna say load is medium, but
okay.
we're definitely like faces covered. The soot and the ash and all the crap that's out there is not
Yeah.
pleasant. Maud is wearing her spirit mask like the moment we get past the watch, right? The moment we
Yeah.
clear the lighting tower.
Yeah, I'm not wearing any soot. Put that out there. There's no soot on me.
Well, okay.
I have a very nicely embroidered handkerchief maybe around my face and a low brimmed hat, but still very clean.
Sure. All right.
Yeah, it gets messy once you get out there, Jay. I think like it's a big crumbling mess. Like you realize that the lightning barrier keeps something else back beyond just ghosts.
Yeah.
And you'll notice as we go through this, I'm taking a lot more time than I need to. Like I'm just trying to keep the dust and filth off of me, and clearly it's hindering my ability to get from point A to point B.
Yeah,
like it's kind of haha to the point now. Then it gets like, dude, will you seriously just keep the fuck up?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Well, I think when we've been out there for a moment, it becomes immediately apparent why like Maud was so filthy the very first time she saw you. Like the grime and the soot and how it just gets under everything, and like the black that like never will come out of her nails. Like she spent some time on the lam hiding, and this, you know,
Yeah.
you can kind of see like now that she's cleaner now because she's with the Wobbegong crew, but before she was with you, like it's this kind of gunk.
Yeah.
and that's probably when the cursing starts. Fucking look at this.
You've been outside the wall before, German. You knew what you. Why didn't you just wear the big heavy? Oh, God.
That's when I had nothing. Now I have something. Yes, I should have worn something different, but
So you guys are arguing about it, and you make your way into the building, thinking that there will be 3 ghosts in there, and there are 3 people. There are 3 Scotland. They're like hunched around an oxygen tank, and they're like taking turns because the air out here is so bad that like if you're going to be out here for days at a time, you really kind of need to breathe something else. But they're clearly so low on air that they're like crouched around it breathing, and they've all got these 3 ritual scars going down their face that these kind of Scotland special forces had, and it's 2 men and a woman. The woman stands up and says, "You're our ride in."
We didn't expect that you'd be so alive.
right.
Yeah. The man who was supposed to see to that died on the way here.
So it seems like this scenario
Fucking hell.
has changed a bit. You work for Ulf, and I mean, yes, Maud has her accent, right? Like she can't really hide that she's Scotland. She's wearing her spirit mask, but she's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, we work for Ulf. They got a proper Skov witch to come get us, huh? And they all like nod at the spirit mask you have,
oh
which
right,
is like
because it's the abalone shell. It's very traditional. This was from Meg. This was from Alistair, and she like points out to the, you know, like the couple, her ancestors, right? That like added their piece. I've got old Brute hanging around my neck, or his finger at least. Yeah, they sent a witch for you.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you, honored mother. And I think like honored mother is like what Scotlanders call like their whispers.
Their whispers.
It's good to know that you'll be the one shepherding us in.
Don't thank me just yet.
Does this mean what I think it means?
She takes off her mask. Like, this is not the same thing as what we were expecting.
Yeah, I'm sorry, lads. We were supposed to be dead. We ain't.
Well, there's plenty of room on our boat. We can bring you in.
Nah. There are powerful spells on us that were put on us during the war. If we got anywhere near an imperial whisper, they'll know we're here.
This wasn't a fucking part of the plan, though, mate.
Who and when put these curses on you?
Don't know the names. Just know they're there.
I would like to attune to figure out if something about that.
Yeah.
Because Maud is not really. It's not her first instinct to be like, cool, well, you were supposed to be ghosts, so let's fix that problem by shooting you right now. Like, I think that might,
Right.
I'm not sure if that's what's going on in Charming's head, but Maud is not wanting to immediately turn this into murdering these people to complete the job.
Awesome.
So I put the mask back on and I pull out my Spirit Bane charm yeah, I want to figure out what these ritual marks and sort of read their auras and figure out what's going on that front. What's the position on this?
So I'm going to say, based on the engagement roll, that it's
right,
because I want to give you the benefit of that.
Yeah, right.
So I'm going to say it's controlled standard.
Cool.
I mean, if you guys tried to do something really outlandish, I would have to change that. But I feel like you're doing something within the realms. I need to, honor the engagement roll, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. Eked out of 4.
Withdraw and try a different approach, or else do it with a minor consequence or a minor complication occurs. You have a reduced effect. You suffer less harm. You end up in a risky position. Cool. Yeah, there's a consequence. You're looking at them and you're like looking at their auras, and you're looking for this Imperial tracer.
Yeah.
That was put into their blood. And you find it, and like you're kind of like doing it by like unfolding pieces of their kind of soul. Mm-hmm. And in finding it, you touch it, and in touching it, it sticks to you.
Is any of this visible?
No, not unless you're attuned. If you're attuned, then yes, it's visible. Yeah. And everybody has the ability to. So you can see something.
Right. And we can eventually get like spirit masks for everyone in the crew. Like Whisper start with them, but we can. It's it's like you start with a fine hand weapon, right? Like anybody can get them. And you don't even need a spirit mask to attune. It just makes it safer. So I think if Charming isn't watching it, look like Maud looks like she's like her hands on fire or something, like she's shaking, and when we cut back to like Maud's vision, I think we see like this sort of blue flame like on her hand, and she's trying to shake it out, and I'm gonna run to I'm gonna pull apart the ash that's on the ground beneath me and like bury my hand in it to try and like quelch the thing. I want to resist that Imperial trace being
make that roll
to me. Yeah, I feel like it's either resolve if like fighting it off.
Oh, it's totally resolve.
Okay.
Yeah. It's resolve.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try for. Oh, we should probably pull this up again. Nice.
There you go.
Cool. What do you do to shake it off?
Yeah, so I say a few like they're in to anyone else they just sort of sound like old wives' tales, like words that you are supposed to say. I'm trying to think of like an example. Like I say like this sort of sing-song rhyme. It's like an old Scovlan like kids story that like told you about ghosts. I'm like and what is dead will always stay that way. What is living will see another day, and it's like this old sort of Scovlan kid story, right?
Yeah.
But it's actually something that
a working charm.
Yeah, working charm. Yeah, to like diffuse it, and again, my hand is like buried in ash when I finish it, right? Like,
Yeah.
I see you do that. I see you go down there. I look back at the three. I'm like, oh, mate, he didn't work. It's still alive. Do you know it goes?
but it worked, right? Like I did all that.
Yeah.
What do I learn? I mean, I think I know what I learned, but
Yeah, I mean, it's clear that someone has attached like a powerful Imperial, like you remember the Imperial like war whispers.
Yeah.
And they were fucking scary. And many of them reported directly to the fucking Emperor. Yeah. And they clearly heard about this group, this Scovland unit, and put a tracer on them so that people could find them. And if they get close to, an Imperial barracks, that they're going to light up the sky.
Right.
I mean, they're absolutely right not to go into Duskwall alive.
Yeah, what they did to you.
Which isn't to say there's no way to break that.
Right.
I'm just saying you did not figure it out in that go.
Oh yeah.
And like you saw how like why like a Scovland witch didn't just get rid of it, because it's sticky and it'll infect you.
It's non-trivial to get rid of it. Yeah, I say.
Well, if you need me to do it, I take out my big, disgusting looking scary knife and I chunk it into the wood next to me. I can do it. Do you want to do it?
Here's the thing, mates. If we kill you now, which I understand you're ready for, we're not on the beach. We're not in a battle. Your ghosts are gonna take their time to separate. We're going to be out here a couple days waiting for this. Or I can just rip you right out, but I can't tell you what that's going to do to you. It's not right. That's how many ghosts... That's how some of them come out so wrong. You get an impatient whisper who tries to make it happen before it naturally would. Naturally. As if there's anything natural about it.
So you're saying dying in a battle would help it?
If there was, I mean, you remember when there's that much death.
Oh, you mean a proper battle?
When there's that much death around you, the ghosts they separate. The spectral energies, they separate so much faster from the bodies. Out here, there's plenty of dead, but no dying, no death. I'm just saying, it's you might not be who you think you are if we just rush this. And I kind of look at them like, do you want me to, is this what you guys want, to be some wild feral ghosts that are all been ripped out and mangled?
We need to be whole. We need to be in one piece when we get there.
How much left you got in that tank?
Not much.
So I like a moment. I turned, like, kind of closed ranks with Charming for a second. We can try and forage out here. I've heard of old manor homes that are still have their walls up. And try and find a place to hunker down. Or I can just try.
You mean after we kill him?
Right. Well, probably the sooner we get to the killing, the better, because it's going to take time. Or I can just try and rip the ghosts out and see what we get. But I can't guarantee what's going to happen. What's the danger is that they come out wrong. Feral, mad.
What's the chance? What's the likelihood that that'll happen?
It's like a doctor treating an infected wound. If I make one mistake, they're fucked.
Yeah, I know. I got too many friends wouldn't live these days to really put faith in those kinds of odds. Right then, you might want to step outside.
No, I'm here. I'm here for this.
How do you want to do this?
They kneel and they say, as long as you can do it quick.
All right, close your eyes.
Yeah, they close their eyes and they join hands.
Right, it's pretty much.
They start singing a Skovland battle song.
Jesus Christ!
Just take this in.
It's like it's almost like I'm prepping dinner. Like
Yeah.
Jeremy goes over, grabs the hair, pulls the neck tight, and just right in the back of the neck, like right in the medulla oblongata.
Yeah.
Pops them 1, 2, 3, and puts them down.
Yeah.
And make sure that they all fall face first too. I don't want to see their eyes.
Yeah. They're kneeling, so they were positioning themselves so they would fall that way, and they all go without a problem, and now you can feel that the ghosts are kind of gathering, but they're as mentioned, they're not there yet. It could take a couple of days.
Yeah.
Right then. Can we move the ghosts? We got to stay with the bodies, or?
Yeah, I mean, until we pull them out, we've got to keep the bodies with us. We can throw them on the boat.
We should do that then.
Get them out of here. How far is the boat from the? How far is the blackjack?
Yeah, it's like on a beach,
Right. Awesome. So we yell to Kyle, give us a hand.
He runs over. He's like, "What's this with bodies? I thought we were taking ghosts."
Ghosts aren't quite out yet.
There's a problem with this, Kyle. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Again, we're on the beach with a bunch of dead scoves.
Help us get him on the blackjack.
Yeah. He drags the bodies onto the blackjack with you.
Yeah. I mean, he's got one arm, but I figure between the 3 of us, we can move 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's.
Neither spend a lot of time in the Deadlands, right? I mean,
no.
I mean,
so we're gonna set up watches. Kyle's gonna be ready to go. Like signs of trouble, just ready to get the hell out of Dodge. Wait, doesn't the water stop the ghost dude from doing the thingy?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is we should get on the water. We should just moor somewhere and do this, because this way we're out here, right? We do one wrong thing and we could attract ghosts' attention. They could still come to us on the water, but if we take the blackjack out, pass through that cove, I think that's as good a place as any to do it. We could wait till we're inside, but I don't know that these bodies aren't going to trip some alarm when we go through the barrier. All right. Give me some space. Strip them naked, or strip off their shirts. It's gonna be ugly. I'm gonna try and siphon them out. And I think
I was doing that. I'm gonna survey the area for any trouble.
Yeah. Just like weird little eddies of whirlwinds of ash that kind of, come up from the wind, but you don't see anything, coming up the beach or anything.
And I think in Skovlin there are lightning towers just like there are in Akaros, but they're not. There isn't the crematorium, right? So we do keep feral ghosts out, but when people die inside, I think there's basically a ritual where you someone watches the body and you basically wait for the spirit to be ready, and then you bring it out and banish it, destroy it. I mean, you can't live with them. They go feral and mad, but you do try to like honor them as much as you can, knowing we don't have a giant electroplasmic furnace like they do in Dustfall that you can just toss the body into. So I basically start doing that ritual even though it's not ready for it. Is to at least like offer some sort of respect to them.
Okay.
And yeah, then I think I'm gonna try and separate that, the spirit from the body faster than it would otherwise.
Cool. You're gonna have to be out here for a while.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that is risking standard.
Cool. Do you want to handle this as one action or make a clock for me to get them all out? It might mean me just rolling the same thing over and over again, but I figured if it takes some time, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna set up a clock. I think it's a 6-part clock.
Okay.
Kyle says, should we do this out in the water?
Yeah. There's less chance of unwanted company. Well, at least dead unwanted company out there.
Sounds good.
And I am witch tainted right now. I forgot about that.
Yep.
So I think that's probably going to reduce my effect.
Yep.
Which isn't great. Because limited effect on a 6-part clock means we could really be out here for a while.
Yep.
Good thing we bought Kyle. I don't know what that means.
All right. Sounds good. So on my first attempt, I'm going to push myself for effect.
Okay.
So I get back up to standard. Not going to be able to do that a bunch, but we'll do it at least the first time.
Yeah.
So risky, standard, no bonus. Do you have a devil's bargain for me, sir? I would. I'd offer one, which is that right now they just think I'm a Skovlander, but in all the time that they hear like their spirits, I'm talking to them, they're gonna figure out who I am.
Right.
Like.
Yeah. They figure out that you're a traitor.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I think that part of that attuning and like communing with their spirit is like revealing something about me, and the more I'm willing to, the faster it's gonna work. So it's.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll take it. Fun times. Still a 5. Okay.
So how many checks is that? 1?
That's 2 because I pushed for effect.
Okay. Sounds good.
Are you? Do you throw it on the crew?
So while she's doing that, while she is doing that, Charming, you see some men walking down the beach towards you, Charming.
Just strolling, taking a stroll on the beach. It's a nice day.
Yeah. No, I mean, they've got Iron Hook convicts gear on.
2?
No, it's there's 9 of them.
There's 9.
Yeah.
On my best day, I can only take 6.
It's okay. That's what you got Kyle there for.
Right.
He's only got 1 arm, so you can take 3.
Have they seen us?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're moving towards the beach, Georgia. Moving down the beach, Georgia.
Right, Kyle. Push off or stay here? Or Maud, rather. Which should we do?
I think Maud is busy like doing her thing.
Yeah, she's kind of.
Kyle says it's your call. I say we get the fuck out.
She's in seance land.
Are you? If you need to put steam on, can you right now? Or are you up against the? Are you up against the sand?
I'm up against the sand, but this thing is made to do this.
Right. Let me talk to him for a second.
Oh, fuck. He goes and loads. He goes and loads his rifle.
Right. Just be ready, mate. Hello, lads. Fine day.
They fan out. They're like, "You guys a ride back to civilization?"
How'd you get here?
Iron Hook Prison. We're sent out to grab whatever we can and get back. If we get a good enough artifact, they'll knock some off our sentence.
And what have you found then?
We haven't found shit. There's nothing out here. It's fucking Deathlands.
When do they expect you back?
They don't expect us back.
Oh, they sent you out here to die?
Fuck yeah. We saw the boat. We nearly shit ourselves. We thought it was a goddamn. We had an argument whether or not it was a fucking some kind of ghost trick.
Wait, so they want you to bring stuff back, and yet there's no time in which they're going to pick you up?
I mean, we can send off our flares once we have something, but if we don't have it, then they'll be pissed.
And you want to get back then?
Yeah.
Well, might be I could use some good men. Here's the thing. You've all got flares, right?
Yeah, they all nod.
In the water.
One of them says, "What?"
Look, mate, if you want a trip back, I don't want any trouble with any of you. I want to make sure you're not going to be calling for any help in the water. Either you're with me or you're going back to jail, right? Or you're going to die here. So take those fucking flares and throw them in the fucking water.
Cool. Make a command roll, Jay.
Yeah.
I think that is risky limited.
Oh. I can't afford to push. I'm so stressed out.
Right, because of fucking resisting some little bit of harm, yeah.
Is there any kind of devil's bargain I can take with this?
Uh,
I just want to raise the effect.
Devil's bargain will give you an extra die, but it won't raise effect.
It won't raise effect.
Yeah, you can push for either one, but I mean, not like a devil's bargain isn't having an extra die is always nice too, but yeah.
Did you? I'm sorry, Sean. You were about to say something?
I was just gonna say ways you could get increased effect. You can push it to desperate. You can shift. You can trade position for effect. You can push yourself, or you can do a setup action where like we have a flashback to like us setting up something up, but like I don't feel like I don't feel like there's a setup action to be done in this moment. But if you had one, we could do something else to set you up.
Unless any of these guys were people that I knew in the war.
No, they're totally not.
Okay. Well, I guess I could push for. I mean, not push. I could take it. I mean, is there a bargain you can give me?
I'm trying to think.
Like maybe.
I mean, I think the bargain is that a couple of these folks are possessed already.
Okay. Okay. I like that. There we go.
Ooh, nice. They they throw their flares in the water. Fuck you, Iron Hook.
Right. There's the way it's going to be. You lot are going to stay right there on the beach. Now, if you do come at us, we're in the water and bye-bye, right? And no way to get off the island as it is because for some reason you've thrown your flares in the water, right? So, stay there until we've done what we've got to get done, and then hop on and we'll go. Do you trust me and do you believe me?
There are a lot of nods.
Good. Show I'm a man of good faith. Who's thirsty?
Yeah, they raise hands.
Let's get a cuppa for these gents. One for now. Settle in, mates. It's going to be a bit.
Yeah, I think to like punctuate that at some point when you're telling them like it's going to be a bit. There's like a loud noise. Not a loud like a loud noise is like as Maud's chanting gets a little bit louder, and like a splat of like blood on one of the port windows as she's doing the kind of ritual procedure. Like scary shit be happening down in the hold.
Yeah.
A bit
And
more or less.
I'm gonna start another clock that is like a big pack of feral ghosts like zeroes in. So I've started that 6-part clock right now. So one of them is possessed, and so as Kyle is like handing out like sips from the canteen, he hands out one, and one of the convicts, his jaw distends like a snake, and clamps onto his shoulder.
Shoulder?
What's that?
Clamps onto whose shoulder?
Clamps onto Kyle's shoulder.
Here's what I would like to try to do.
Yes.
Charmy would like to catch that before it happens and just keep on distending the jaw until it cracks in two.
Nice. I think that's a resolve roll, yeah, to like stop something before it happens.
I think it'd be prowess.
Yes.
I think it's
prowess.
I
Okay.
think it's prowess because it's how quickly you can do it, right? It's a physical.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. That's. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, you're so close. That charming.
Yeah. So give me a stress or
Yeah, you get a stress, but you catch
Okay.
it
Yeah.
before it happens. You resist
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I meant resist, not resolve. Like it was a
Got it.
resist roll. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's a resist.
Cool. Yeah, awesome. You grab it, and you can sense like there's a nasty feral ghost in there that is just stretching this guy's skin beyond natural limits. And you can, like, as you open the mouth, you can hear the ghost and you can hear him. Like the ghost is like hungering for blood, and then you hear him screaming as you're like bending his jaw.
now with Ghost Fighter, can I grab that ghost?
Yes.
Yeah, you
All right.
specifically.
I'm
can
reaching
grapple
into his-
ghosts.
I'm reaching into his mouth and grabbing the ghost and pulling him out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Like one foot on his chest, and the other I'm tearing him up and out.
It's
Awesome.
the most brutal exorcism ever.
Exorcist.
Awesome. What are you using to do that?
I look at his mouth and I'm like, "Here now, you cheeky little fucker, you out."
Awesome. What are you using to do that?
Skirmish.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's the position?
Risky standard.
And because you have Ghost Fighter, you get potency. It's supernatural, so you should be at risky great, unless you were already factoring that in, Jed.
Nope, I'm not. Risky great. Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, you yank that ghost right out of him. I mean, the ghosts out here are so old. They're different than the ghosts you're used to. They're not even human shaped.
Okay.
They're just like amorphous ectoplasmic blobs. you can't even figure out like what is driving it other than a hunger for blood. Like it doesn't seem like it's something human or that ever was human.
I like the idea that because it doesn't have form, you're having to like go like hand over hand, like pull all of it out, like more, like there's like so much of it,
Yeah.
Now when it's out, I've got it. I've got a hold of it. I'm kind of like I'm holding it at arm's length now. Like, right now,
So I have a question, Jay. Did you get Ghost Fighter because of something the Spirit Wardens did to you, or did you train for it? Oh, it is something. It's something they did.
As soon we talked about it earlier. As soon as the Spirit Wardens took us, is when I picked up Ghost Fighter.
Awesome.
It was like same game. So
cool.
That's my thought. Is it's something they did to me to make me more effective to go after the unseen.
Yeah. You yanked this thing out of the guy, but it just now that it's out of him, it's just this.
Yeah, like I can kind of picture like me like trying to hold putty together.
Yeah.
Maud. Wait, they hate water, right? I grab it and I walk over to the water and try to dunk it in the water.
Okay.
Like my head kind of like off to the side, like I shove it in.
I mean, nothing that Maud's doing is totally. I don't think anything she's doing like demands her 100% attention, or do you feel like I need to be like fully? I don't know. What do you think, Judd?
I think you can stop what you're doing for a second and like come out and help. Absolutely.
Yeah. So like I think she finishes something and she hears this and senses it. She's got her spirit mask on. She's been attuning already. She like looks up and sees this thing, and she's like, and it just so happens, it's funny that on the Whisper playbook, one of the items you have is not one but two spirit bottles. So I had one that's meant for one of these guys. The other one is free. So Maud like it's like a mason jar style thing, which like you just see like her hand like land on the top like on the edge of the deck, and she like takes this this lid you could see it's like all wrapped in some special like wrapped in cords, and there's wax and whatnot, and she like breaks the seal, and she's like, if you need to shove it somewhere, just keep pushing, it'll fit. And she kind of like presents it as, you can like, I'll help you wrestle this thing into the spirit bottle if you want to get rid of it. It means we're carrying around a crazy ghost, but at least it's stuck in something.
Yeah, I can picture myself just like trying to shove ends in as it's sliding out. Like when we finally get it closer and look at her like, what we do with this?
Give it to your worst enemy.
Yes.
Oh, it's a grenade. I understand grenades.
I understand. I gently pick it up and I put it inside my jacket pocket and close it. And I tend to turn back to the convicts. I sit down and I'm like, right, everybody understand then?
Like
good.
Terrified nods.
Yeah.
You're going to be okay. Just listen to it and do everything I say.
All right. I got to go do the second one. She does this, and then when she moves her hand away, there's a blood smear on her head.
Nice. Awesome. Awesome.
All right, you want me to make that next one?
Yeah, make a roll.
I realized that we have feral ghosts coming. The feral ghosts are around. That we've got 9 dudes standing outside wondering what next could happen. I've got to make this happen faster. So I'm like, I think since I got 2 ticks on a 6-tick clock, is it reasonable to say I have one of them done?
Yeah.
Cool. So I have that one in the spirit bottle that is not being used right now because I don't want to hold a ghost in me until last minute.
Yeah.
So this one I say, Charming, I'm gonna try and move this one right into you. So just come down here and just be ready to breathe deep. And we're just gonna try and. I think it's ready. I've prepared the body. I'm gonna try and hook it right into you. And she pulls out a lightning hook. And she's been doing all this without, like, it's all been like ritual stuff, but she's like, we don't have time for this. She pulls out a lightning hook, which is like kind of like the barbed man catcher thing, and it's electroplasmic powered, and it's got, there's like the barb could hook a person, but it's not terribly strong or effective in doing that. But she like sticks it around that one of their necks, and she's like, all right, it's time, and I'm gonna try and just like hoist it into Charming. And I say all that to say that this is I'm adjusting position to get more effect. So I'm going, since it was risky limited, I'm gonna go desperate standard.
Okay.
Because I just want to get it done.
Yeah.
It just occurred to me, what if they're mad that I killed them? Ah!
I don't think so. I think they're groovy. Are you, Jay, are you down? I know how close are you on stress? Can you take stress, or are you done?
One stress will trauma me.
Fuck. Okay. I was going to ask you
Holy shit.
I was going to ask you to assist, but I guess not.
I mean, I can that only works with Battleborn. That's when I'm in combat.
Yep. Do I have? I don't think I have warded. Let me see. Warded gives you armor, or gives you a push for stuff like this, but I don't think I have it. Nope. Okay. All right. Desperate. Yeah, I don't have any other ideas for Devil's Bargain. So.
All right.
Let's see if I cannot roll a 3. How about a 6? That would be so keen. Yes!
Oh!
Snap!
Oh!
It's a crit. Thank you very much, sir.
Wow. Did you just finish this motherfucker up?
I technically didn't, because a crit gives me great effect, which would be 3 ticks, and I'm 4 away. Although, if you consider my fine lightning hook to be sufficient enough to increase my effect,
I think it does. Yes.
Then that would take an extreme effect, and that would do it.
Yep. I'm happy with that.
Nice.
Yeah, like you feel this moment where the spirit wants to cry out, and if it cried out, the other spirits in the area would have cried in response, and it would have been a real problem.
Yeah.
But you get it into Charming before that can happen. Charming breathes it in before that can happen.
Nice.
And also, like, Charming, like, he doesn't have to do it your way. He can kind of like cram it in with his hands. Like he can
right,
kind of
because he
bring
can
it into
physically
himself.
get hold of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, like, you realize that, like, as you like bring the hook around, you kind of like get the other ghost like right in the same thing and breathe it in.
Nice.
Like, it's just like you get it in one big sweeping motion. You realize that it's a good charge on the hook, and you just do it.
Yeah, I got a hand on it. Might as well just try it again.
Yeah.
And so I take the last one into me, and there's like little burn marks on my face. Like I like pull like the lightning like up to my face to do it, because unlike Charming, I can't grab hold of them. So I'm like,
yep,
get in there, and so there's like little burns.
Awesome.
But and I just sit back and I'm like, I feel full.
Kyle's like, all right, we're done.
We're done.
Yeah, let's go.
Wait,
let's get out of here.
Wait. The whole reason why we did all this, you lot, you 9, grab these bodies and toss them in the drink.
Yeah, they do that.
Because I'm too exhausted.
Yeah.
The whole point of us doing this was not to bring their blood in. So.
Yep.
Much as I would love to keep them and give them some sort of real burial. we don't have the luxury of that.
Cool. Yeah. Kyle, drops the landing pad, or pulls the landing pad up and puts the boat back out to sea. What were you about to say, Jay?
I just had to say something to Melissa real quick.
Okay. And powers past the storms. And through the little through the islands that you guys smuggle through. And
no trouble with the inmates?
No, they're cowed. They just watched you rip a ghost apart with your bare fucking hands. They want no part of you. And I think when you guys get to the docks, they just give you a thanks and disperse.
That's the Wobbegong crew. Oh well, they'll figure it out.
Yeah. No, I think it's worth like at some point in the travels, like as we're going. I'm assuming most of them are shell shocked, but I think we wanna consort with them enough that they know who we are and they know who's helping them out and that they know that like we might have more jobs out here and that they have some experience out here, and if they want to get in on doing this for money,
cool,
that they should remember who helped them out. Can we? Yeah, I think I actually do. You want me to make a consort roll to sort of win them over? Or do you feel like, because I don't know how tight-lipped they're going to be. Like they might be just so shell shocked they wouldn't be willing to talk, and I kind of want to loosen them up a little.
No. They're open to that. I think it's good.
Okay.
I don't think there's a role needed. I think they're like the Wobbegong crew's name will go out favorably. Like you guys took a chance that could have gone really poorly. If the command roll didn't go well, if the ghost roll didn't go well, like there's a lot of things that could have gone really poorly in that.
Yeah.
And you guys took a chance to be humane, which was a big deal. So like word will go out in a good way.
I'm sure killing 9 men on the beach in Ghost Town would not have been good for anybody. I'm sure that would have grown.
Yeah. That's a fair point.
Right.
But you also could have shot them and just left them dying, right? Like there were other nasty, terrible choices. You could have beaten them back into the, there were other things you could have done.
We could have just pushed off and left them there.
That's the worst possible thing.
Yes.
After making them throw their
flares out,
their flares in the water.
That would have been a dick move.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.
Cool. So you can't alert anyone. Great. Yeah, nice. Does the man, the last one, like, I don't know if they particularly like. Does the one that Maud is carrying particularly care when it realizes that like she fought on the other side?
You can feel him seething, right? Because these folks are patriots.
Yeah.
I think it's the leader you get. It's the woman whose name was Ring.
Ring?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with the people inside of me. I'm not paying any attention.
So is the compartment inside you like a room? Is it like a cage? What is it like, Maud?
I think it's
a parlor.
Man, I mean, if I had my druthers, I would outfit it nicer. But I feel like, if it's something that was of the Spirit Warden origin, that it would be like a cage, right? Like I don't feel like it would be pleasant per se. I don't know that it would harm them, like do damage to them, but I feel like it would would do something that would prevent them from possessing you. So I think it's going to be kind of technological and
is it like maybe those white rooms that like you guys find yourselves in when you get
perfect. Yeah.
Cool. Nice. I didn't even think of that, but yeah. Spirit Wardens. Right. Cool. Yeah. She's in there. And like, I think the last thing you hear before Ulf ushers her out of view and into Warframe is, if we had a whisper like you, maybe we wouldn't have lost.
We did.
And yeah, and then she's like in this thrumming wheel.
Hall
It's a
of Death.
Warframe. Yeah. Ulf turns to you. I picture him like, a Victorian Conan the Barbarian, kind of like a, leopard grace and wearing suspenders and an undershirt. And he says, I know we were on opposite sides in the war, but I know a lot of folks got into the war and didn't realize what they were getting into. So, especially for what you've all done for the Scotlanders at that warehouse, thanks.
Say nothing of it. We're all doing what we can to get by and trying not to make the world any worse. Which for Mod means a lot of different things. And Charming probably knows that it's not necessarily about this.
What are the frames for?
We're going to carve out our territory. Word is the Lamplacks are on the run from something. And, yeah.
So you're going to, Coleridge?
Yep.
Right.
Gonna take a few gambling dens.
Right.
If we could give you any advice, I'd find out what it is that's scaring those Lamplacks off before you go rolling in.
Yeah. I would do that if I could talk to them. They're gone, lad.
They're gone.
Oh, yeah. That's the word on the street. Gone.
Is the gang's wiped out?
I don't know. They gave us a lot of trouble. We were beefing in Coleridge a bit. Haven't heard from them in a week.
What,
Word is they heard that the Hive was looking a little weak, so they went after one of their places. That's the last I heard.
Well, if you're going to go after them, they've got their nicer spots are in Crow's Foot. If you're seeking turf, you might find more profitable places there.
Thanks for the tip. If you all need any muscle, you know where to come. We'll help you out, especially if there's a profit in it. We're looking to rise up, make a mark in this place.
What's their gang's tier?
Same as our.
One.
They're one. With a Warframe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
3 Warframe.
We had a demon relic altar, right? You can any tier, and
now we have a kitchen table.
now it's a nice kitchen table. It's a fine kitchen.
It's a dining room table.
Dining room. I
It's
apologize.
a tier 2 dining table. I'm pretty sure.
It's a lovely dining room table. Cool.
Awesome. I think that's
Shall
it.
we?
Yeah, let's
Post game this shit.
yeah, let's do some XPs and some. Do you want to do payoff, or do you want to?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold
we
on.
never talked about coin. I think there was some understanding that there was coin to be exchanged.
Yeah. I think it's a 3.
Okay.
That's like a standard small score, right?
I think a standard score is 4.
Okay, 4 then. 4's good.
You can double check, but yeah, cool. So I'm gonna put 1 in our vault, which is full. I'll take 1, and then give 1 to Charming. You okay if I give you 1 and Scannon 1?
Yeah.
I just added one to mine.
Okay.
Yeah. A small job is 4 coin. Yep.
Cool.
Actually, so it's a standard score, right? So I'm going to say it's 6.
Okay. So Charming take one more, and I'll take one more.
All right. I got a lot of coin.
I do too, but we are gonna get rep. And we
These
might.
guys talk a whole bunch.
Well, we might get enough rep that we can go up to tier 2.
We're pretty high up there right now, right?
Well, right,
Yeah.
we're 3 away, and it'll take 8 coin to go to tier 2. So,
We've got just that.
because it's and we've got that and some. So if we go to tier 2, that'll solve all of our over a coin issues. How much? So we get 2 rep plus the difference between our tier and the target.
Right. So here's what I think. Anytime you smuggle something into the city, you're dealing with the Ministry of Preservation,
Yeah,
which I believe is tier 5.
I feel like 7 rep seems extreme.
Is that too much? Okay.
I think so. I mean, the reason why is because we never actually
Dealt with them
dealt with
directly.
them. I feel
Okay.
like what we actually dealt with were feral ghosts in the Deathlands, and you should have assigned them a arbitrary tier. You know, whatever you think.
Right.
Is. Like, I think it's significant, but I don't know. That wasn't
3?
3.
Like, I'll give them a tier of 3, and then
Yeah.
you guys get 2 more rep.
Right. So we'll get
That seem
total,
fair?
Yeah. Seems fair to me. So that gives us a total of 4 because you get 2 plus the difference in your
Right.
tier. So that's gonna fill us up and then some.
Tier 2, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Wow. Tier 2.
So
No
it
shit.
takes time. We go down from stronghold to weak hold. But we get all nicer stuff. And all of our equipment. Now all our gear is tier 2 stuff, except for our fine stuff, which is tier 3. Which is really good for taking on other crews.
A tier 4.
Yeah, for taking on tier 4, exactly.
Yeah.
Nice. And our vault is empty. Cool. Heat.
Ba-dum. I think it's 2. I think it's contained standard exposure, and the deaths were outside of the lightning barrier,
Yep.
so I wouldn't even count them.
Yeah. I don't think they. I mean, the deaths are typically because the bell tower goes off and the crows come out.
Yeah.
And that's why you kill people outside, right? Is because that doesn't.
Right.
Cool. Nice. So we're at 3 heat. You'll roll the engagement off that, but then we'll immediately go down to 2 because it's just passing through. So.
Yep.
All right. You want to do XP?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we do gang XP first?
Sure. I think the gang did well this time because we actually did our thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, go for it.
Execute a successful smuggling or acquire new clients or contraband sources.
I think we did both.
Yeah.
I think we have
2.
Yeah, technically
Are you gonna?
you can't mark it more than twice, but we got 2 new clients. We have both Skurlock and
Right.
Ulf, who's giving us jobs now.
Yep. Contend with challenges above our current station.
I think we did that once out in the water.
Yeah.
And I think we did that once when we decided to walk into Skurlock's front door.
Nice. Yeah. Right. Yep. I think you did bolster your crew's reputation.
Yep.
Raise tier 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I think our reputation is spiritually savvy, which is why Ulf came to us. And daring. So yeah, I think I just feel like we should take 1 on that, but I think it's a very solid 1.
Yep. Agreed. Express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. I think it was really cool to be dealing with a bloody beach again. Like I thought that was
Yep.
kind of cool. So I think yes.
Yeah, I feel like that was a big one. I also, well, we'll get this in beliefs, but I also feel like Maud and Charming had some fundamental discussions about like what it is that we do as a crew. Because Maud has a real guilty conscience about inviting a demon in here, and it's still like, okay, but we're still smugglers and turf takers and all these other things too. Like we can't get hung up on.
Yeah.
Like we got to do jobs. We got to get ahead. We can't be hung up on your guilty conscience, and I felt that a lot in this game, which was awesome.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, you guys.
Yeah, I got yours up, Charming. You want to go?
Yeah. All right. Did I have any desperate rolls with? Was command desperate? No.
I don't think you had any desperate.
No. Okay. If I addressed a challenge with violence or coercion, yeah, I think I did that with the ghosts. And then I commanded the men to stay on the beach.
Yep.
So it's 2 of them.
Yep.
Express my beliefs, drives heritage. Yeah, I think I did a good job of that. But with dealing with the ickiness.
Yeah.
And also with my conversations with Maud. A struggle. Sorry, though. Yeah, the ickiness would be my struggling with my vice or trauma. That wasn't really a struggle. I wouldn't really call it a struggle. It was more flavor. So I'm not sure if that's XP worthy.
Yeah, I mean, did it? I liked it. I could see you taking one because there's the whole like it came up so many times between when Hicks got his blazer shredded and when you were out in there, and it was.
But I didn't struggle with it, so I wouldn't really. I'm not sure if that's. Now, can I instead of putting this on playbook, can I put this on one of my?
Yep. Put it anywhere you like.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm thinking that's 2 for the violence coercion, and 2 for the heritage, and none for the struggling.
Okay, I have an argument for why you should take 1 for the struggle, and you can tell me if you don't feel this is applicable. But you were so enamored with Skurlock's threads that you just like agreed to this job without any consensus at all. You're like, you have
man, this well dressed must know.
You have such nice clothes. We'll totally do a job for you. When Maud was like, "Whoa, let's talk about it. Let's see," and you're like, "No, let's just do it."
Yeah, I like that.
Because the conversation completely changed from like, okay, maybe we'll do this thing to you're going to do it. So, yeah, I think your love of his clothes
all right
got us in trouble. Cool.
I'm going to take a dot in prowl.
Nice.
1 in... Yeah, just, massive... charming sneaking around. I think just this long with Scannon, he's teaching me like, hey, you're standing under a street lamp. You're standing under a street lamp. You're standing under a fucking street lamp. Could you just stand in there you go.
Yeah. Well, Prowl also covers all sorts of like athleticism too, like running and jumping and climbing and all that stuff. So that's feels very much in Charming's wheelhouse too.
Cool.
All right. I did do 1 desperate attune. I marked that in resolve. Just a challenge using knowledge or arcane power. Yeah, I think the first one was the ghosts. I actually maybe just the ghosts. Yeah, I don't know. The rest of it wasn't particularly challenges. So
okay.
I'm taking 1 for that. You express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Man, I think I did all of those. I think my Scovelin history came out. The fact that I was a traitor, like my whole Scovelin heritage thing, but also the fact that I was a traitor, and that I'm trying to clean up the city. I'm trying to rid the city of demons.
Yeah. Totally.
And I struggle with issues for my vice or traumas. Yes, my trauma is obsessed, and I walked right into the Viper's Den to be like, hey, Mr. Vampire, could you help me get rid of demons? So I'm gonna take that one.
So you and everyone else are struggling with issues from your vice or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with you. Where we go? Wait, what?
Hey, he has nice clothes, right?
Right.
And then my vice is faith, and I don't think I really struggle. Well, I certainly was freaked out by my connection to my God. She wasn't expecting that forest scene, and all of that's going on. I'm going to take it because I feel like Maud is realized like, oh crap, I'm not free of her. I thought that was just the altar, and she didn't have her. I wasn't really. This was all a ruse, and now she's like, shit, it's not a ruse.
This religion is real.
This religion is real. I'm really connected to this forgotten God. Yeah, I'm really the leader of our cult. Great. Cool. So that fills up some of my playbook stuff, but not enough for an advance. So next time.
Cool. Tier 2.
Yeah.
You're a legit gang. Wow.
We're a legit gang. We're up there with the Lamplax and the Sashes. Well, hey, we might be even better than the Lamplax now. From what
yeah.
We exist.
Yeah, we exist.
Yep.
Groovy. Thanks, guys.
Word.
And I didn't realize that I'd been looking away from chat, but Samey JV5, yes, lots of resolve dice. That's Iron Will. Anywho, thanks guys, that was good times, and good night all. Thanks everyone who was hanging out and watching.
Yes, thank you, Sean, for dealing with all the technical issues that would have made me say, the game's off tonight, guys. I don't know what to do.
Happened.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're gonna game. No, we're not.
I don't. I just don't know what to do with this. I have no idea.
I was close, honestly, man. I was nearly ready to.
Well, thank you for pushing through. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. All right, good night, guys. We'll see you all later.